Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Carlos. This is Tiff Benson, and welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Today, she's going to give us her opinions of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Frederic Malle that she may or may not have smelled before, and it's all about her opinion on these fragrances today. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
You're a fan of the house, I'm sure.
I am. I do have some favorites.
Carnal Flower, yes or no?
Absolutely yes.
1,000%, right?
Could possibly be my wedding day scent.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. It's really a gorgeous scent. I do love that one.
Yeah.
But it's a little too on the femme side for me. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I got to give you a story. I wore it to work once, and I did my usual after lunch respritz.
Yeah.
I was taking care of a young girl. She was like 9 or 10. And she said to her mother something like, "Mommy, what is that smell? It's so strong." I don't think I ever wore it again.
Oh, no.
And I gotta tell you, as much as I love the smell, it's definitely better suited for a woman. A guy has to wear it sparingly if you're gonna pull it off.
Even women too wear it sparingly. It's like a bomb of fragrance.
You know, some fragrances are just not meant to be oversprayed. Like, I love Angel.
Mm-hmm.
The whole world oversprays Angel. I was chilling at the beach and I got a downwind of Angel. I'm like, seriously, who wears Angel to the beach in the middle of July? All right, so Frederic Malle, a house founded in 2000. They have 31 fragrances in total throughout the years. And today we're going to start with Iris Poudre.
Yes.
It was released in the initial 2000 lineup. It was composed by Pierre Boudon. And there you go.
This is nice. This is nice. Very elegant. That's one thing that I like about this line in general. It
Overall.
has a real elegance, class, super sophisticated smelling sense. I like this one.
Do you get powder from that? Because the name is powder iris, powder iris, or
Yeah.
however that translates.
Yeah. It's powdery. A light powder, though.
Not overly to your nose.
No, not overly. Super floral. And people love iris these days. Like, iris is definitely trending.
So next up, this is Vetiver Extraordinaire,
Okay.
released in 2002, composed by one of my favorites, Dominique Ropillon.
Interesting. It's very green, grassy almost.
Fresh. What else you get from it?
There's like a brightness to it. It almost has like like a herbally mint. It's not quite like mint, but it has like that.
You're getting green.
That
There's a green aura here, right?
Yeah.
Do you find it masculine, feminine, or right in the middle?
I would say more masculine, but it's certainly unisex. You know what I mean?
And back to the first one, would you say that's unisex or?
Unisex, for
Okay,
sure.
all right, cool. Third up today is a fragrance that was one of my early loves from the house. I don't hear it get talked about at all anywhere anymore.
I don't think I've smelled this one.
It was composed by Michel Rudnitska.
It's definitely spicy. Love it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you, baby.
That's right. Black spices, boo. I would try this one on skin. I'm sure it's gorgeous on skin.
So it's a like.
That's a like.
Musc Ravageur. This was a darling back in the day in Fracom.
Yeah.
This was talked about all the time. Musc Ravageur. 2000, part of the original lineup.
Mm-hmm.
These fragrances are really strong. They're all going in my mouth.
I remember when this first came out, Katie talked about it on her channel, and Robes08 talked about it on his channel, and I was
The OGs
I
of
was
the
like,
community.
I have to figure out where I can smell this thing.
This
Love.
It was composed by Maurice Roussel.
Yeah.
You love that one.
It. Yeah, I always did. And I was like, when I first smelled it, because it's so musky, but it's very masculine to me. Like, can a woman wear that?
Absolutely.
You think so?
There's an underlying vanilla for sure.
Yeah.
I love this one. And I've gotten, oh, you smell so good with this.
I might
More
have to-
good than negative.
I might have to give it a try for the winter this year. Yeah. Oh.
Well, as you can see out of all my travel sprays, they're all available in travel sprays, by the way. I used up a lot of that, so I do like this one too.
Super rich and dense. Oh my god, yes.
Capital L love.
Yes, sir.
All right, moving right along. That was her first fireworks from this line.
I always loved this one. I really did.
This is the one and only Carnal Flower.
One spray.
That's half a spray I wish I could have done. Came out in 2005. It was composed by Dominique Ropillon. That's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so tropical.
I'm telling you, this might
You
be
need a
my...
flower in your hair right now.
I know, right? Senorita with flower in her hair. I might wear this on my wedding day. Not sure yet. Is that good?
Have you sent out the invitations? When is our wedding day? You didn't even tell me when it is.
We'll let everyone know. Gotta get a ring first.
Well, I have the most beautiful smelling wife with the most beautiful eyelashes. Did you hear? She started an eyelash company. It's called Flaunt Beauté.
Yes.
Beauté. How do I say?
Beauté.
Flaunt Beauté. Eyelashes for your girlfriends and for your moms and for your sisters.
Yeah, we'll leave a link in the description.
Shameless plug. Hey, I don't have ads in the middle of my videos here.
I'm sorry.
I started it.
Love this one though. You know, it's everything. It really is. Super floral.
Let's just backtrack a little bit before we wind down to these last two.
Yeah.
So this you think was unisex, guy or girl?
Yeah.
I think it's a little feminine, just in my opinion.
Well, now that it's drying down,
A little bit. But not totally.
Yeah.
Not as much as Carnal Flower. Vetiver Extraordinaire, I think, is a wonderful, one of the best masculine fragrances ever made, in my opinion. Noir Epices is definitely unisex, but could borderline be a little masculine.
Love that. That's
Musc Ravageur, absolutely unisex.
I think it's a little masculine.
I love it. I totally
But
love
I
it.
do love it too.
I'm going to need a full bottle when this travel spray finishes, for sure, for sure. Carnal Flower, for the ladies and for you gentlemen who do love tuberose, I love tuberose. I just have to wear this very, very, very sparingly. It shines really, I think, from coming off of a beautiful woman with flowers in her hair. Is that a line from a song? Why do I keep saying
Yes.
that?
What is it?
What song is it?
With flowers in her hair.
Oh,
Take it to the bottle, shake it to
No,
the
that's not
top.
it. No.
It turn around,
No,
it turn around, until you make
No,
a
no, no.
stop.
No, the one I think is...
We're going to Kentucky.
No.
We're going to
You're an idiot.
Quebec.
Stop.
We're going to sing a senorita.
Her name was
with
Lola.
flower in the
She
hair.
was a showgirl with yellow feathers in it. Although her feathers, not
No.
flowers. Never mind. Forget
No,
it. Never
you're
mind.
talking about the one I just sang.
I don't-
We're going to Kentucky.
We're going to the fair to see the senorita with flowers in her hair. You're right. My bad.
Shake it
My
to
bad.
the
My bad.
bottom,
My bad. My bad.
Shake it to the top. Enter.
Is this a
until
blooper
you
or are we
make
keeping
a
this
stop.
in?
That is like, I haven't sung that since kindergarten.
All right, we're keeping it in. Well, blooper it up. Portrait of a Lady, composed by Dominique Ropillon in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a little spray. There you go.
This was another fragrance that I got put on by Miss Katie Puckett. I remember in her video, she talked so enthusiastically about it.
She was still making videos in 2010, yeah.
She said that it reminded her of her childhood, how her parents would have like these fancy affairs, and like it smelled like the fragrances that were sprayed on the coat, and you would go in a room and it like you would just smell like this big ball of like fancy fragrance.
Very fancy.
And that it's true. That's
Although the name is Portrait of a Lady, do not let that mislead you. A guy can pull this off hands down. It's rose, it's incense. It's a stunning, stunning fragrance. I hear they've been reformulated. Don't quote me, but
yeah.
it's still good.
Yeah.
Even after reformulation, because I recently got this about a year ago, so this still smells good to you, right?
Yeah, definitely. To me it has like an 80s sort of vibe, like an 80s 90s sort of
And moving right along to the last one, we have a. Oh no, he did not.
It's not in a bad
I don't get
way. Not in a, like
It's like because fragrances were big in the 80s, at least.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, you better slow your roll.
Okay.
Fix your sass, okay?
Okay,
Just fix
this
your
is
sass.
what I'm
Fix
saying.
your sass.
It has
this is what I have to go through behind the scenes.
No, and this is what I have to go through on the scene. Okay? No, it has like that fullness, like that big, it's like a big fragrance.
You have to be in the mood for this fragrance.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in the mood for something like Do Not Put This On.
Yeah, this is not something that you go to work in and just like...
I have a story with this one too. I went out to a Brazilian restaurant, you know, where they keep cutting meat, coming around with slicing meat, all kinds of sauces, chicken, beef, steak, what have you. I went with my friend Dawn, who was visiting from California. And that was my scent of the day that night, which I put on earlier. I didn't put it on right before I saw her. I was at work. I worked. She smelled me from across the table. She's like, Carlos, what are you wearing? I love it. So this fragrance always reminds her of me.
It's a big fragrance. It will fill a room like that. Especially like once it warms up on you. Same with Musc Ravageur. You know...
Musc Ravageur.
Yes.
Musc
Same with
Ravageur.
that one.
This has a heavy
Same with
clove
Carnal
note. Do you smell? Are you getting the clove on my skin?
Yes, absolutely. It's like...
That note is off-putting to many people who try to like this.
Yeah, the clove.
I don't like clove typically, but I like it here. Last up, this is Dries Van Noten Parfums Frederic Malle. It's a collaboration with a fashion company, I believe. It came out in 2013. It was composed by Bruno Jovanovic. I've had this for a good 3 years or so. I bought a partial and haven't worn it. I was at Menfluential last week and I met up with a very nice young lady. Her name is Courtney, and she was kind of our tour guide. She took me all over Atlanta, kept me out till 4 a.m. I missed my plane, but that's another story. She was wearing this, and she rocked it. Every single one of us fragrance reviewers, because it was a bunch of fragrance reviewers, everyone asked, what are you wearing? It smells so good, smells so good. It was rocking, so I came home and made sure I wore it today. It was a success for me today at work, too. If I wasn't going to slant your opinion, I guess I just did. I just had a little story about it, a little anecdote.
I cannot be swayed.
Okay, there you go. See? It's my solid girl there. She knows what she wants, what she doesn't want. Dries Van Noten Parfums Frederic Malle. Frederic Malle.
This smells very,
It's the one I had just one on my neck when you first came in.
No,
Just
I like
FYI.
it. I like it, but it smells very, like balmy or something.
Okay. Balmy's good.
Like do you know the notes?
I don't know the notes, but my overall impression of this fragrance is that it's a very creamy sandalwood-based fragrance. Creamy, very creamy. It's a little loud. Comparison, because when she tried to make us guess what she was wearing that night, and one of my guesses was the new Valentino Uomo Absolute. You don't get that a little bit from this? A little like waxy, balmy.
Well, I get the waxy balmy, but I don't think it.
Well, on the paper, it's not giving off that effect.
Right? Yeah. It smells
But let me put it
totally
on my neck.
different on.
Right
Just wants me to smell his neck.
I do.
Totally different.
You're an idiot. That's it. This video is officially over. So there you have it. 7 fragrances from Frederic Malle, judged by Miss Tiff Benson. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you have been a subscriber, click on that bell icon so you don't miss notifications on new reviews, new content giveaways, beautiful guests here at BFL. And while you're at it, do not forget to check out Flaunt Beauté. Okay?
Thank you.
Hope you're all well, and we'll see you at the next video, whenever that might be.